I was not expecting this. I mean, coming into the day, I was expecting to do a couple videos for you guys, the free agent signings and whatnot. I'm like, and you guys, if you guys watched the last Leafs video, you probably heard me say, well, next time I'll talk to you guys is the Marner signing. But hold on! Kyle Dubas rolling the dice. We all had a feeling Nazem Kadri's time in Toronto might be up. But holy smokes, Kyle Dubas, he did his thing. Nazem Kadri, Calle Rosen in Toronto's third-round pick selection in the draft next year, traded to the Colorado Avalanche for Tyson Barrie, Alex Kerfoot, and a sixth-round pick for 2020. Let me break this puppy down for us. So Nazem Kadri, longtime Leaf, drafted back in the Brian Burke era, way back in the day. And yeah, a beloved Leaf, but the problem was in the last two playoff series, he was suspended in both series, probably cost the Leafs in both instances, and everyone's angry. And then we hear from him after the season, we're like, oh, it won't happen again. Well, you are correct about that, sir. I loved Kadri for when he was here, but those couple things, man, they really got under his skin. And there was quite a few times in the regular seasons where he had lengthy goalless droughts. And there were times where he couldn't get out of the net, really. But there was a lot of times where he went on 15, 20 goalless droughts, and we're like, man, that's rough. For our second, third-line center who's on the power play, that's kind of rough. And he struggled last year at times, and it was a rough time for Kadri. But I'm not saying he's getting up there in age, but Nazem Kadri is a guy that was kind of expendable. We talked about him many times about, well, you know, this might be the time up for him, Jake Gardiner. We talked about all these kind of guys. Calle Rosen was a guy that played not a few games with the Leafs last year. We weren't impressed, but we weren't angry at him. So it wasn't, not a guy that we're going to really miss, not a guy that we're going to say good riddance like Nikita Zaitsev. And you get rid of a third-round pick that is Toronto's third-round pick. That is not Ottawa's third that we just acquired in that trade with the Sens. So if you're looking at a positive, that Ottawa pick is probably going to be a little bit higher than that Leafs third-round pick. So you want to look at it that way, you're keeping the higher of the picks. At least it seems that way. All right, now what did the Leafs get back? Oh, baby. Well, first things first, they got a sixth-round pick to replace the third that they just lost. Not a great thing, but nonetheless, that's not the main piece of the trade. Let's just go to let's go to Alex Kerfoot, okay? He's, 24-year-old center, all right? 5'10 centerman out of Victoria, BC. Last year he had a great season, 15 goals, 27 assists for 42 points in 78 games. He was a -9 with the Avalanche. He was 56% in the face-off dot, may I add. So if you're looking at a guy who can take draws, that's a guy. They just acquired Jason Spezza, who is 58% in the faceoff dot last year. Alex Kerfoot is 56%. Now, the thing with Kerfoot, though, he is an RFA this season. He's just coming out of his minor deal, $925,000 he was just making, so now he needs to get a little bit of a payday. Now, with the Leafs needing to sign Mitch Marner, what are they going to do with Kerfoot? Are other guys turning expendable because of this move now? I don't know. But if we're getting a guy like Alex Kerfoot, that is fantastic. And if he can sign for kind of like Kapanen and Janssen money, fine by me. Now the big fish, the biggest part of this deal is Tyson Barrie. This guy out of Victoria, BC, 59 points as a defenseman last year, 14 goals, 45 assists. He was a -3 last season. And Tyson Barrie, guys, he's one heck of a defenseman. Now, his cap hit, I think it was it 5.5 or was it 5 even? I'm just going to bring that up right here. It is 5.5 for Tyson Barrie. But the Colorado Avalanche will retain 50% of that. So you guys can do the math on this, like, what, 2.75 the Leafs are going to be having towards their cap. So you kind of do the math here. Okay, Kadri's making 4.5 here. Tyson Barrie's making that much. That's great, but you still got to pay Kerfoot. So in hindsight, you won't have to pay a whole lot. It won't be a big margin between Kadri and the two guys you just got. So if you're looking at it that way, it's not a bad idea. But Tyson Barrie's contract is up after next year, like Jake Muzzin. So you're running into that kind of thing. Okay, you get Marner signed, you get your forward core locked up, that's great. Now Tyson Barrie is making 5.5 right now, but that 5.5 won't be hitting the cap. You sign him to a new deal next year, he's going to get paid. The guy's 27. Is he going to want that $8-9 million, depending on how he does? I don't know. It's going to be a real question mark. Is Alex Kerfoot going to, what kind of money is he going to make, right? You got to sign Morgan Riley. So I don't know I think, is Freddie Anderson's contract up after this year? I'm not sure if it's this year or next year. Sorry, after this upcoming season or the season following that. Or is it the same with Morgan Riley? I don't know the contract. Look, I can look those up right now. But again, it's not a big thing. I'm just going to try and look that up here because that's very important. But holy smokes, Tyson Barrie, Alex Kerfoot in his 6th. That's awesome. It's absolutely incredible. Let me go to Toronto Maple Leafs contracts. All right. We're doing it right on here, guys, so you guys can look at this with me, right? This is the live stuff we're doing here. It's kind of like a podcast in a sense. We're doing this live. All right, so here's the contract situations here. So where is Morgan Riley? There he is. So he has 3 years, actually. So he's not done till 2022-23. So that's great. So he has this upcoming year, the year after. Okay, Morgan Riley signed long-term. What am I talking about? And then Frederik Andersen has another. So he is after the following year. So he's not up after this season coming up. He's done after the year after that. Now, what money is he going to make? I don't know. So Morgan Riley, we don't have to worry about. That's great, at least for right now. Freddie Andersen, not next year. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what Kyle Dubas has up his sleeve. Now that they made this huge trade acquiring a pretty damn good right-handed defenseman, which we have not seen in a little while. Oh, it feels good. And that center, if Kerfoot, I'm assuming Kerfoot's going to sign, no problem with the Leafs. But if that deal gets done, he's going to replace Kadri up the middle, and he's very good on the faceoff dot. I'm actually going to check right now for you guys what was Nazem Kadri's. Where is he here? Nazem Kadri. What was his faceoff numbers? 55. So, I mean, it's a very, very slight difference from Alex Kerfoot, but Kerfoot was that slight bit better. So we'll take that any day. And you got Jason Spezza, you have John Tavares, you have Austin Matthews. Pretty damn good center core, if you ask me, for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And they add a guy like Nick Shore to the depth center field. I don't know. It's going to look pretty nice. I am so jacked up with this trade. Look, I loved Kadri when he was here. I loved it. I loved, all the moments we've had with him over the time. The pass set up Tyler Bozak for that overtime winner in Toronto in Game 3 against Washington back in 20... Oh, boy, what is that? 17? Something like that. And nonetheless, it could be 17 or 6. I don't know. I think it's 17. But emotional time there. The hat tricks we've seen from him. The emotion we've seen from him at all times in the seasons for the Leafs. That's great. But they needed to change things. The D-core needed to be changed. They acquired a guy like Tyson Barrie. They acquired a guy like Cody Ceci. Now, Cody Ceci, we're not too sure about him right now. But with a new change of scenery and a 1-year deal, it's really nothing crazy. So if you're looking at that D-core now, I'm just going to fire names out there. It's not any lines that I think should happen or whatnot. But you have Riley and you have Tyson Barrie. You have Jake Muzzin and you have, let's say, Cody Ceci for argument's sake. And you have Travis Dermott, and then you're kind of missing that 6th guy, that 6th defenseman there. Ron Hainsey obviously is gone now, so the Leafs are kind of in that stage. Will Rasmus Sandin make the team out of camp? I'm not too sure. Justin Hall's the guy that could be there, that Kevin Gravel, Ben Harper. They just acquired guys that could make the team now. They have a lot of guys that are on the brink, and I like that. They have some big shot guys in Barrie and Morgan Riley. You have the Jake Muzzin. You have Travis Dermott, who's that stable. That's 4 guys. And then you have the other ones that are like, well, I'm not sure how they're going to fit and whatnot. But I don't think Kyle Dubas is done yet. With the trade of Zaitsev moving the contract, with the move getting Kadri out of here, look, out of the people we thought were going to go, all of them are gone. Marleau got traded, Zaitsev got traded, they let Gardner go, Kadri we thought maybe, and he's gone now. So things are really shaking up for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Next year they're going to look totally different. But maybe not totally different. You still have the same core, really. But a lot of new faces next year. And it's going to be exciting because this team needed a change. After being eliminated in the playoffs 3 years in a row in the first round, something needed to happen. And they did. I'm so happy they got a guy like Tyson Barrie. Now, after this year, what's the guy going to want? Well, I think it all depends on what he does. He might want $7-8 million, and maybe even more, depending on how he does. I don't know. He's only making $5.5. He's in that age now where he wants to get paid. Alex Kerfoot, what are they going to do with his contract? Are they going to give him an Andreas Johnsson, Kasperi Kapanen type of contract, a 3-year at $3.5? I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what Kyle Dubas is up to, But I'm going to be covering all this stuff with you guys. If they re-sign Mitch Marner, if they re-sign Alex Kerfoot, you know that I will be right here talking to you guys about it all right? So you know what? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed the trade, because holy smokes, Kyle Dubas rolling the dice here. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the trade. Do you like the trade? Do you not like the trade? If you do, tell me why. If you don't, tell me why. I want to hear all your guys' thoughts on this deal and what you see this team looking like moving forward, all right? So, guys, comment down below everything about this trade, this team, everything about it. Go nuts in the comments below, guys. And, my goodness, Twitter is down below. If you want to talk to me on there about it, go do so. Links are in the description for Twitter and all that stuff, guys. Please go check it out. And, incredible. I'll talk to you guys Raptors edition at some point when Kawhi Leonard starts signing with somebody, because it's taking forever. At least it's only July 1st now, but it feels like forever since we've heard anything from Kawhi. And you won't hear anything probably for another couple days. We'll talk to you guys then, no matter if he signs or not with the Toronto Raptors. We'll talk to you guys Jays edition tomorrow in Game 1 of the 3-game set against the Boston Red Sox. As, was it David Price against Trent Thornton is the starting pitching matchup there at Rogers Center, 7:07 first pitch. And as for the Leafs, we'll talk to you guys whenever the heck they do something else. Are they going to sign Kerfoot? Are they going to extend Tyson Barrie? Are they going to give Mitch Marner a contract? We're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, though, and I will talk to you guys next time, Leafs edition, whenever the heck Kyle Dubas wants to drop another bomb on us. But we're going to have to see how it all plays out. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.